Okay, we are having technical difficulties, but we're trying to push through this. And Carrie is waiting very patiently to answer a very difficult question. What is her all-time favorite book?
Okay, so I'm narrowing it down to two.
Okay.
And one is really more of a story than a book, and that's Cinderella, the fairy tale Cinderella. So any variation, any version. I'm not as into the movie versions other than the classic Disney one, of course.
Yeah.
But any Cinderella tales get my attention, as well as Beauty and the Beast. Those two, if you're going to retell a story, you retell one of those, and I'm going to for sure pick it up as long as it's, clean.
Oh.
And my other favorite story is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
Because it really showed me as a young child how story could be used to reflect the story, the big story,
Right.
which is God's story. And so that's why I do read some ABA books, because I think all stories in some way, if they're done out of a good heart, can reflect the story. And so I look for those stories that do. And so really it comes back to Cinderella and The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. So those are probably two of my favorite.
Cool. Well,
yeah.
I wouldn't want to answer that. I don't know.
No, did you see how I totally avoided everything I've read recently?
Yes, yes, of course. Yes, that's fine. No, that's cool. Yeah, I think mine is probably Gone with the Wind.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Why?
Because it was the first really big book that I read.
You conquered it.
I did. I was 13 and I was away at boarding school in England, and I spent most of my free time reading because I was just homesick all the time, and it was just a way to get my mind off things. Mm-hmm. So I found this book. We had this amazing library. It was like something out of, a Jane Austen novel.
Yeah.
And if
you're going to be in a boarding school in England, you want a nice library,
yes,
right?
Exactly. So I found this book, and I remember pulling it off the shelf, and I could hardly carry it. It was like, this thing is like 500 pounds.
Yeah, exactly.
And the librarian was like, he was this, stuffy little Englishman. And he's like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Am I sure what?" And he, he's like, "This is a really big book, And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
So
as I need a dolly to get into my room.
Right. So I think I finished it in 2 weeks, and he was super impressed with me from that point on. So
that's awesome.
So that was my little, and I think that's what sparked my love of writing too.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So really.
So are you going to write a Gone with the Wind epic one day?
No. I think it's been done. I don't believe in sort of, going back and rewriting history.
Gray's not going to become Rhett Butler or anything.
No, I don't think so. I think he stands on his own pretty well.
Yes, he does. He stands on his own quite nicely. No.
Yeah, I still haven't found that perfect image, though. I'm still searching for him.
That's okay. I have a nice one in my head, so.
Yeah, I think that's the cool thing about writing, because, the author can have this vision of her characters, but then other people see them differently.
Yeah.
Which I always think is so cool, Yeah. That's when
I think that's why bookworms have such a hard time embracing a movie.
Mm-hmm.
From a book, because we have our own idea of who these characters are, what they look like, how they sound, and then when you put them on screen, it's like, well, that's not at all.
Yeah.
This person is, or that person, or
Yeah. Although I have to say, the best movie I've recently seen that did that really well was Me Before You.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard that's a good one. That one and The Martian, I've heard are good. Representations of the book. I haven't read either one of those books or seen the movie, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So I see a little face in the background that I have to shout out to. Is your four-legged friend, your biggest fan probably, right?
Yes, of course, and I'm
Yes.
hers. Yes.
Yes.
Right now she's annoyed with me, but
Oh, she's not looking. Zuzu.
No. Zuzu,
There she
sweet.
is.
Oh,
Look at her.
you're on candid camera, Zuzu. Yeah.
She's gorgeous. She's watching.
She's like, what? Leave me alone.
Yeah. She's like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, she's such a diva.
So now, what kind of dog is she? I can't really.
She is a Vizsla boxer mix.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, Vizsla is a Hungarian pointer.
Mm-hmm.
So she doesn't play fetch. She just finds the ball for us and points at it. Like, there it is. You go get it yourself.
She won't.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
See, Noah will fetch it, but then he only will put it down when he's ready.
Well, yes.
So,
yes.
Yeah. If he's really into the game, he's better with frisbee. Like he'll bring the frisbee right back and drop it. But it's everything's on his time.
Yes. Well, yes. Susie too. Yeah. Like last night, I don't know if you saw the picture on Facebook, but we were trying to watch a movie, and I was laying down, and my husband had it on his laptop, and she just proceeded to lay down right in front of me.
Right. Yeah. Because you didn't want to watch.
She was going to watch. No, I didn't want to watch the movie. Of course not. She did. I was, not my turn to watch the movie, apparently.
Aww.
So, yeah.
Okay. Well, that is, I think, all the questions I had for you. And, this has been really fun talking to you.
It has. It's always fun to talk to you, in spite of technical difficulties.
Yes, and I will hopefully edit all those out. It'll just be perfect.
And my bit of that moment, yes.
Yes. Anything else you want to add or say to your fans?
I don't think I have fans, but no, I love what I get to do. It's such a dream come true, and I love every minute of it. So it's a lot of fun. I get to meet people like you and read books. I mean, I get an excuse to read. How cool is that?
Yeah,
so
absolutely. Now, did we tell everybody your website?
Oh, readingismysuperpower.org.
.org.
Yep. Someone already had the .com.
Ah, okay.
If they like the books I review, they're probably not going to like the books she reviews.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. She's a little steamier.
Yeah, oh, right.
You want to make sure you get the .org if you're looking for Christian fiction.
Yeah, there you go. So everybody go check that out. You blog every day?
Just about.
Just about. That's impressive.
Yeah, I'm a little crazy.
And I saw your crazy number of books for last year. What's your goal for this year?
So yeah, I set 300 as my goal on Goodreads, for this year. So we'll see.
Yeah, and
last year I read more than 300. So maybe I'm quite as crazy this year.
I wish I could.
But you write books. I don't write anything except silly blog posts. So,
Well, they're very informative and blog
thank you.
posts. So, yes.
I don't come up with anything on my own. I respond to what someone else has done.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys can catch up with Carrie on the interwebs, and
yes.
I am sure we will be chatting again because this was a lot of fun, and I'm sure we have lots more to talk about.
Of course we do. We haven't even really touched on Gray that much.
Oh,
that's
must true. Yeah. And then after you read my new book, we'll have lots more to talk about, right?
Of course. Yes. I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
And our dogs have to talk to each other sometimes.
That's right.
Too.
And they are going to be talking or maybe not talking. How would that work?
I'm not sure. I think someone more creative than me has to figure that out.
Yeah. But that's coming up in a couple of weeks, so that's going to be fun. Yeah. An interview between Zuzu and Noah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It'll be probably the most popular post.
It could be. It could be.
It could
Nobody
be.
wants to see us, right?
No,
Yeah.
Zuzu and Noah are where it's at. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, Carrie.
Thank you for having me. This has been fun.
Welcome. Yeah, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye.
Bye.